Hi there, this module is about analyzing stakeholders. It's a short introduction to thinking through who matters and why, so you can start doing. When thinking about a new idea or project, we tend to be self-centered. We say, this is what I'm going to do, it'll be so great, woo! That's no longer really how the world works. Or maybe it never was. Today, we're living in an interconnected and dynamic world where, more often than not, other people will decide whether your idea will flourish or fall flat. We call these people, who have the potential to impact or who will be impacted by your project, the stakeholders. Identifying and analyzing your stakeholders early on can help spend development energy efficiently and save you from forgetting an important stakeholder, which could make or break the project. Imagine you want to open a native plant nursery. You've noticed that many people in your town are gardening with plants that don't grow naturally in the area. You're hoping to encourage a shift by offering locally sourced, low-maintenance plants at your nursery. But before you move forward with sourcing seedlings, you start to realize you need to consider the other people involved in this endeavor. Let's pause for a moment. It can be totally overwhelming to think about all those people. How do you start to analyze all the different people who have the power to impact your nursery and everyone that will be impacted by it? A simple stakeholder analysis is in order. First, those people need to be identified. Who are they? What are their attributes? What do they want? What are their wants and needs? And how will they try to get it? How will they apply the influence that they have to get what they want? Stakeholders can be internal or external, and each specific group cares most about different aspects of your project. With your nursery in mind, your plant-buying customers care most about your brand's promise. They are eco-conscious consumers who want to interact with a company that has a positive reputation in their community and delivers quality goods at a fair price. If they don't find what they want and need, they go somewhere else to shop. The local credit union that helped you get started and the regional investors you secured care more about your business model and how you are growing your business. If they aren't happy, they can limit your credit and ability to grow. Your business-to-business partners, like the people who supply the plants to the nursery and the seed bank where you purchase seeds, are looking to determine whether or not you're a good partner, your level of accountability and follow-through. If they don't want to collaborate, your supply channels could break down, leaving you with no product to sell. The regulators, like the Native Plant Certification Division, care about your responsibility. Are you following the appropriate seed and plant certification processes? If you don't maintain their approval, an important part of your business model and mission, selling native plants, could deteriorate without the credibility of a certification. And then, don't forget, there's a bunch of people out there who aren't directly involved with your venture, but might be affected by it. Maybe your competitors, like the other nurseries in town, or people who live in the neighborhood where your business is. It's always important to think about these folks too. For example, the neighborhood might end up being a great partner because their positive word of mouth generates new customers, so don't overlook them. The stakeholders, your customers and business partners you've thought about so far have all been external. The important internal stakeholders to consider are your employees. Your employees are partners in your business model. These folks might include anyone from the fellow who waters the plants, your COO who is all about the numbers, the young woman who runs your booth at the farmer's market, to the intern who is super excited about social media. They all want to work for a responsible company with an awesome culture and mission. Now that you've identified your many different stakeholders, you have a good understanding of who matters and who your business impacts. But there's so many, how can you ever get a handle on all of them? This is where the business model canvas can be helpful. The BMC helps you think about your stakeholders in groups or categories and how it relates back to this graphic organizer. This helps ensure that no one gets left out or overlooked. Are they users, customers, or partners? And what's the difference? Users use your product or service. They want to know how easy and useful your product is. Customers pay for it. Your customers want to know about your brand and the value they get from you. Are you the type of organization that does what you say you're going to do? Do you deliver high quality products and have good customer relationships? Partners help you deliver your product or service. Your partners have different concerns. They want a reliable partner with clear, fair processes. Here's an easy way to think about it. Facebook. You, or maybe some of your friends, are Facebook users, but you don't pay for Facebook. Facebook's customers are advertisers who pay Facebook for targeted ads in your feed. Facebook's partners would be people like your internet service provider or the Facebook employees. Now, you can group your stakeholders for the plant nursery into one of these groups. In your case, your customers and users are the same people, the people paying for the plants and then planting them. The credit union, suppliers, certification agency, and your employees are all people who help you deliver your product, your partners. What about the neighborhood? They could develop into being both customers and partners. So now that you know your stakeholders and have thought about what they want, you can make them happy and grow the business of growing native plants. So before you launch your next idea, take a moment to think about who's involved and why they matter. Do a stakeholder analysis and keep your people happy.